I got him. Time to drink. Time to sin. Time to become mine again. That boy's been winning long enough. Perhaps I'll follow him. Make sure his day is
And now, a poem by the real Doug Norris, titled Burning Bridges. What do we do when our hearts become fire? When our passion and purpose become our burning desire? If the flames in our past have turned our dreams into ash, then burn these bridges that connect us to our past. Each step we take, we attain more fuel. While pushing ourselves forward, we begin something new. And if these bridges continue to connect us to our pain, then these bridges shall burn again and again. I am the fire from whence this grew. My feet keep me moving in search of something new. My passionate purpose ignited this fire, and burning these bridges became my burning desire.
Good morning. I need to take a minute as you need full disclosure and I need to get something off my chest. On April 27th, I lost every single battle I fought. Every damn one. And it all happened in my head. And once I'd lost my mind, I lost everything else as well. I lost my will to continue, especially this transformation, the walk. I simply gave up. Now, the good news is I recovered much quicker than in years past, but it was still scary nonetheless. I know people are going to be disappointed, but I also know more people than not can relate. Besides, the show's about spreading truth and love. So I want to try and explain what happened to me as best as I can recall. And for those who can relate, know this: you are not alone. My demons took over. It actually started on April 26th, which is my daughter Shondalynn's birthday. Now this date has quickly become one of the sadder days of the year for me, along with Father's Day. You see, I haven't been able to see my daughter in 7 years, her and her little brother Dawson both. Now before you judge me, know this: that is not my choice. I miss them like crazy, and my older children are suffering from this as well. Now Shondalynn is my miracle baby. She was born at just 23 weeks gestation, and it was the scariest day of my life. She lived in the NICU for the first 7 months of her life, and to keep her alive, I had to fight the insurance company for Synogen shots, among other things. But I had to pay out of pocket $2,700 a week for 6 weeks, and then bi-weekly for more. She had to have them, and insurance would not cover it. I soon lost my job for leaving an unpaid wrapper on my desk, of which I paid for. Truth is, I was fired for missing too much work, as I'd gone on LOA to deal with all of this. So here I am without a job with a handicapped child who's desperate for care. I withdrew all of my $150,000 from my 401k, as I was now on COBRA insurance, which is $970 a month, paying $2,700 a weekly for shots she had to have, not to mention paying $1,600 for rent, another $500 a month for groceries, then utilities, everything on top of it. My 401k was gone in 6 months. United Healthcare continued to fight the shots. We had to have them. I started falling behind on child support for my older children as well. I was a mess. It was a crazy time, and I didn't handle it well. My drinking increased, and Shondalynn's mother and I were now fighting to the point where she eventually took them and ran away. She took my kids across the country without a word. Now, I'm not here to defame her. I've learned to accept my responsibility. I see where I'm accountable, and trust me when I tell you, I punish myself more harshly than anyone else could. My older kids stayed in Vegas, so this destroyed me, and it destroyed them. And of course, I turned to drinking more to battle my depression, not knowing then it would only make matters worse. That had become my routine, a self-medicator. Drink the depression away, that temporary fulfillment, which I know now is actually prolonging the inevitable, making the demise, the hurt, the sorrow, the hate worse when it comes. On top of all this, I started scrolling through Facebook. I learned on my daughter's birthday, later that evening after a hike, that a friend of mine had passed away. I say passed away, but the truth is, well, let's just tell you. On April 11th, she posted that she was excited to get back to work and kick off the new season. On April 13th, she posted that she was done with the place that she worked because it no longer had the same values of which she created, and so she was walking away. On April 15th, she was found dead. So I'm already suffering with depression just because April 26th is already the saddest day of my life. And then I find out yet another person has tragically passed away from what appears to be mental health issues. Sad. Sucks. Now I'm stuck on Facebook thinking about that, thinking about Shauna Lynn, thinking about my journey. There's fires ablaze all around us to the point where I had to cut a couple hikes off because I couldn't breathe. The smoke was so bad. There was literally soot falling from the sky. And I'm coughing up black, like my saliva was darker, and it kind of scared me. So I've got these fires burning outside of me, and I've got these fires raging inside of me. It seems like as soon as I got closer and closer to reaching the highest point, ready to ascend to the next level, I have all of these destructive things that are trying to prevent me from achieving that transition, that transformation. And I lost it. Here I am at the, April 27th. I'm almost 60 days sober, and I get back from this hike, and the self-doubt is so prevalent in my mind to the point where I can't control any thoughts anymore. They're running rampant. They're all evil. They're all criticizing me, putting me down, telling me I can't do this. I don't even know exactly how it happened, but next thing I know, I've got a drink in my hand. And that is because after so many years of that routine of self-medication, when I am feeling the way that I was feeling on that particular day, I gave up. All I knew is that I couldn't feel like that any longer because I didn't know the next thing that I might do. I was that scared. And then I thought, I'll just have this one drink and stop. Next thing I know, I'm pouring another drink. And then I'm realizing this isn't my booze. I better not drink all of my roommate's booze, so I decide I better go for a hike to get out of the house. Still smoky, and I'm trying. I had this big epiphany that I was going to put a mask over my face and just push through like I could conquer those demons. I had 2 drinks, and I was like, I beat it, let's go. I walked straight up to the bar, ordered a beer, ordered some wings. I'm sitting there eating, and now at this point, it's no longer torture in my mind, like punishing myself because I've chosen to drink. Now it's, you've already effed up. Let's keep drinking so that we don't feel that doesn't have a chance to come back. The day's ruined. Let's just make it a grand old time. Of which I guess in my devilish transition that I thought that I was having a grand old time, but now I'm drinking liquor. I decided I'm gonna walk over to the next bar, and that's where I basically black out. Ordering beer and shots and liquor all at the same time, consuming, talking to strangers, making a fool of myself, bragging about this YouTube channel and what I'm going to do, and trying to get fans. Meanwhile, knowing every episode that I've recorded is about defeating demons and my demons, and alcoholism being a feature in all of that, as well as my spirituality. I'm promoting myself in the state where I can't even remember. It's pretty repulsive to think about, actually. But ended up playing pool all night with a great group of guys, and if they're seeing this, I apologize for my actions that night. I was not myself. But that's what happens when I get lost and confused and lonely and depressed and anxious and scared. I go to my medicine, and I embarrass myself, so for that I apologize. The good news is I have not had a drink again since. And that whole I think the best thing that happened to me in that whole experience was, at some point I realized how embarrassing I was being and acting, and it dawned on me that this is not the person I want to be. This is not the life that I want to have. These are not the actions that I want to take daily. I do have goals that I will achieve. I want to lose 100 pounds. I want to be mentally stable and healthy for my children. And I know in my heart that someday I'm going to see Shauna Lynn and Dawson again. And I'm going to make sure that all of my children have a loving relationship. In order for me to do that, I cannot drink. I cannot self-medicate. I cannot feel defeated. And it just got me thinking, how do we move on? It's okay that I lost that battle. It's okay because I quickly recovered and realized in my moment of exploitation, however you want to look at it, I realized that this isn't the person that I want to be. I've done that life too long. I don't want that anymore. So I got back to work. One of the things that was weighing on my mind was having scrolled through social media after finding out about my friend who passed away. I'm defending like-minded people on different groups on Facebook who are just saying stuff about their openness to truth and love, their spirituality, their perception of life, truth and love, and I see them under attack, and that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And I'm a compassionate person. Even when I am being attacked from somebody, I find a way to respond without confrontation, without negative energy. I turn their negative energy into positive energy. And I could only do so much. I realized that the people that were originally under attack had already taken themselves off the notifications, so that they didn't have to be, obviously it got to them. So here I am defending somebody who's already probably gone to bed, and now I become under attack. Why would I listen to somebody who used to work for Come and Go? Why would I listen to somebody who doesn't have a job? I'm like, how do they know all this stuff? They literally were scrolling through my public profile to find ammo so they could continue firing their guns at me. What a sad, sad sap of shit. I mean, what a sad world we live in. That is just ridiculous. But here I am, still being compassionate, still responding, and everything was fine. Woke up April 27th, and I had this hangover in my head. Not from drinking, it was just this negative buildup, the accumulation of hate was just inside of me, raging. Did not sleep well, got up at 5 to try to go for a hike. Sitting at breakfast. Well, it'll just be easier to show you what happened. know, taking the day off isn't the end of the world. I mean, look how far we've come. I think we should stay home today, maybe catch up on some of our shows. That's nonsense. We still have so much more to accomplish. Besides, staying busy, it's what's been working. We're nearly happy again. Stop it. Happy? You call this happy? We were up all night defending ourselves and others on social media. Come on. You know how much that shit bothers us. Look at it. It's festering. I can feel us fleeing already. Yes, that's true, but we know how to handle ourselves now. We can use this negative energy to be productive, but sure don't feel like we know what we're doing. I'm telling you, we're spinning out of control right now. I can feel a crash and burn coming. Absolutely, for sure. Have faith, Doug. Have faith. We've got this. Gotta gut it out. Today's a drinking day. Where's our medicine? Are you kidding us? We are nearly 60 days sober. Let us celebrate with a drink. What an accomplishment. Come on, Doug. You know it's okay to reward yourself. You absolutely deserve it. Now, don't listen to him, Doug. No. How dare you? How dare you? Doug, stay strong. You know what self-medicating leads to. You cannot drink. You cannot drink and accomplish your goals. You'll get sick again. You must stay focused. Listen. There are wildfires ablaze all around here. We can't breathe. We're overwhelmed. And we're feeling sad. We're upset. Let's just take a break. Relax. No. We're walking. We are walking today. Yeah. Look here, Angel Face. You do whatever you want. I'm taking this body, and we will consider other options. Doug, please, have some faith. Please, stay productive. You've been doing so well. The work is the reward. Don't give up. Please, have faith. Get out of here, you overachiever. He's mine today. Oh, God. Toodaloo. Well, guess I can catch up on some news while I finish my coffee. Oh, hey guys. So, as you can see, I lost my battle to depression the other day, to my anxiety, to the cyber bullies of the world. So what? My goals are too important to me. And guess what? Tomorrow comes regardless. So you might as well be ready. Remember, life is hard. We are always going to be challenged. Some people aren't going to like you. It's okay. It's okay. Who cares? Don't let that stop you from deciding what you deserve. It's easy to play the victim. It's normal to blame others for your pain. But you have the ultimate choice. And you can either get busy living or continue dying. Tomorrow's a new day. Should you fail yesterday or today, try to remember, there's always tomorrow. Fight your demons or whatever negative energy surrounds you. Fight it with positivity. Start over. Take action. Restructure your goals. Whatever you have to do. For me, I want to be a better father. I want to become a hero. I'm looking to fulfill my purpose of helping others. So I effed up. I did. I lost my battle. But the war isn't over. I will take my walk into the wilderness. I didn't make 60 days sober this time, but I will. My daughter Madison sent me a text on the 28th. I love and miss you too, Dad, she said. Thank you, sweetie. That's all the more motivation this fella needed. Now, if you'll excuse me, this wagon kicked my ass the other day. It's time for round 2. Until next time, heroes. Remember, truth and love are simple. Just start by loving thy neighbor. See you out there. Be kind to yourself. You got this. I have faith in you. Have faith in yourselves. We got this.
Hey guys. Now I hope you all enjoyed the last episode here of Let's Become Heroes. Right now I want to take a second and illustrate the 3 critical ingredients this documentary intends to reveal. Now I believe if each of us prioritize our fitness, our nutrition, as well as work on our mental health awareness, we can each become the heroes we were destined to be. I don't know if you know this, guys. The suicide rates are at an all-time high. So I'd like to take a second and share the suicide hotline with all of you. I'll disclose that now. If you or someone you know are struggling with mental health, please reach out to someone, tell somebody, help somebody, what other side you're on. Oftentimes, these situations are silenced because we are simply unaware. I sincerely believe by focusing on the big 3, fitness, nutrition, and mental health awareness, we can drastically improve and fight against the suffering in the world. So please, please stop judging people. Leave that up to God and God alone. I promise you, we often walk by the highlights of our day because we are so blinded by our routines. Perhaps a homeless person may be the sweetest soul you ever speak to, or a drug addict, the most intelligent person you ever communicated with. So instead of hate, let's try and lift each other up with a little truth and a little love. Thank you. Thanks for watching.